So you guys rob Perion, you wake up after a long rest, and I guess it's time to start looking for fucking Sedra, who has vanished to God knows where.
Vanished to God.
To God knows where.
Well, we gotta get God on the horn.
If any of you have a spell that can talk to God, you could try.
Maybe your life could just be on.
So what do y'all want to do?
Throw Perion over our shoulders and get back.
Get back to where? You never left the island. His ship was like...
You just take Perion and replace Sedra permanently?
We gotta go find Sedra.
Wait,
I
is
guess you have to-
Annalise actually picking up Perion and throwing him over?
Yeah, roll fucking a contest of strength.
He's a
Passed
he doesn't
out
care.
Perion.
He'll pose while she's doing it. He doesn't give a fuck.
Annalise doesn't look like she's having a good time because she's weak, baby. But I was operating on the assumption from before where he passed the fuck out. Annalise rummaged around in his shit, threw him over her shoulder, and it's like, "All right, we're going back to the ship now. Let's go."
You mean to the island?
He took a long rest. So you guys were
Right.
asleep for 8 hours. Perion's an elf, so he's rested after 4, so he would be up.
Word.
Would he
Yeah.
be up? Like, he could be up, but, would he?
He's a
Because-
morning person.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
There's literally nothing good about him. I was like, what are the worst traits a person can have? Morning person.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, he's already up. He's at him.
I thought he was
Up and at
Perion.
Oh my god. I hate you. Never mind. This
know.
game's fucking cancelled.
I understand. I'm sorry I had to come to this.
No, you're not.
Alright, how are we gonna get Perion to help us find our boy Sedra and
Annalise
Trio.
already took care of.
He already agreed. Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, I forgot.
Because of honeypot.
Honeypot.
Yeah. Annalise honey potted Perion.
You act like that's a hard thing to do.
No, it's fine. Hey, can we go back to where we fucking lost Sedra in the mists?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Perion doesn't know that, so he's just gonna wait for y'all to pick a destination.
Pip's the one that knows where that was?
Pip just kinda raises a hand. And is like, yeah, I can, yeah, I could lead you back to, I think.
Wait, so you were the last one who saw their friend?
Saw is a little bit of a stretch.
Okay, great. Well, problem solved. We can just arrest that one and be done with it.
Why would I kill Sedra?
I don't know. You tell me.
What?
And look, I'm just saying, you're right here.
So you suspect me because I was with him? That's the only reason. You don't have a
Well-
motive.
I mean, do people usually need those to get their hands dirty, or is that...
Yes, typically.
Oh. What? Well, it's not my fault I have better standards than you do for murder.
I think they're actually worse standards.
What do you mean?
Murder's a bad thing. Now, we said missing, not murdered. So let's
Well,
go
if he's
find the missing
gone,
person.
he's probably dead.
Right, I do think that he was implying that I killed Sedra.
Well, obviously, if you were the last person who saw him, and then
I couldn't
But
have
you
just
came
shoved him in a
back.
ditch,
But
you act...
perfectly living.
let me.
Not that I did, but hypothetically,
Hypothetically, if you were to go about... I'm sorry.
All right, dipshit.
Bad wisdom. Hold on.
This one here was the last one to see him, but was also the one that reported that he was missing. So why would he go? Why would Pip go from seeing Sedra or quote unquote murdering Sedra, to coming to me, Sedra's friend, I hope friend. I think Sedra finds me annoying, but that's okay, most people do. And just being like,
I can see where they're
hey,
coming
yo,
from.
your friend's missing. No, that's not how this shit works.
Of course it does. You know, usually in cases where crimes are committed, it's, you know, people like to get a little bit into things. They like to see their handiwork.
Oh, Jack the Ripper.
In most cases where someone's gone and vanished, you know the person who took them is usually among the search.
I mean, are you smart enough to be doing that? Looks at Pip. I don't know you very well.
Should I be insulted, or should I take this as a compliment because you're considering that I could have been a murderer?
I'm just trying to trust you.
Why are you trying to trust someone?
Because they're more trustworthy than you.
Okay, well, first of all, Toby asked me to help, and I'm quite fond of Toby because he reminds me of my pet chicken when I was 4.
He's a crow.
Same thing, they have wings.
Oh my fucking god.
Chickens are flightless.
But they still
They're
have
not.
wings.
Chickens aren't flightless.
Chickens are not flightless.
What the fuck? I have owned chickens several times.
Chickens absolutely fly.
A lot of them are too
Like,
fat
not
to
for
fly.
long distances.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, they're
Well,
not
why?
They have to be endurance flyers to fly? It's not real flight if you eventually land.
I'll kill you.
This is cock erasure.
I will erase your cock.
I
If you
know
ever say
somebody-
anything like that again.
Let's not
Hold
be dicking around here.
I know somebody who owned chickens that had to have like a 10-foot tall fence with like mesh over the top around their chicken
Yes,
coop so
I
that their
wouldn't get
chickens couldn't so you wouldn't get it. So that their chickens wouldn't escape.
But yeah, like, also because chickens have been bred to be fatter.
Yeah. GMOs, it exists in everything.
Look, I like Toby enough that I would help him. You guys are just sort of here. Look, how about we question everyone involved, see generally where he was, who he interacted with, what he was trying to do, and then we go from there. And we don't try to trust everyone we meet, because when you trust everyone, that's how you go missing. Clear?
Well, he was chasing after somebody who we don't trust, trying to find information on her.
Okay, that's
We were
nice.
investigating Baina because of her connections to the insurgents on the island. She ran during an arena match, and we followed her into the mist. That was when the mist closed in, and I lost sight of Sedra. We were in the middle of talking. I knew him, but he didn't remember it, so...
And where did you know him from?
Well, that's obvious. I knew him from Amity.
I don't fucking live there. What do you mean it's obvious? You think I know your life story?
She pulls a little, badge that's, embroidered into her shirt, out to show, and is like, I worked for the royal family, you dipshit. This is their crest.
You think I would look at your sorry excuse of an outfit? Disgusting. Wait. Hold on.
Actually, yeah.
Pip
Hold
grabs
on.
onto Rye and then onto Annalise and is like, I'm holding.
And then Right thinks, is like, yeah, actually, hold on.
Interesting career move.
But,
To go from that to this. But, I don't blame you.
so did you, arrest Sedra or something back in the day?
Oh god, no. I was his babysitter.
Wait, we work for the royal family. He's a pirate.
He's a pirate boy.
Well, not by birth.
You know, he never did look like his father. Distinct lack of scales.
But
Yeah, a little bit.
but he's been making fun of us for being rich kids. Like, I grew up in a small castle, and Elise had a mansion. Fastia's Fastia.
I had a mansion and a small castle.
Oh, ain't that lovely?
I'm kidding. Oh my god.
Yeah, Sedra, well, used to be the Prince of Amity.
What?
Then there was
Very interesting.
the country was sort of on the brink of kind of a political uprising, and then he went missing one day along with kind of his like second uncle in law. It's complicated and weird. He was betrothed to someone from a smaller country that's since been absorbed into Amity.
The uncle or
Amity.
the baby?
Sedra. And
But
he wasn't
he
a baby, he was like 10 at the time.
What?
What?
Yeah.
I
There
hope
was
he
going to
pleads for
be-
life.
Amity was supposed to be absorbing a smaller coastal nation to the south, so he was supposed to be betrothed as a political move. The city of Udansa was sort of on the brink of civil war over it, and his uncle sort of, it's complicated, it's a big family, kidnapped him and disappeared into God knows where.
Is that uncle a pirate now?
He definitely was.
So,
What do you
who
mean
he thought
was?
was his father was actually his uncle?
I guess. Dragon guy?
I wouldn't know.
He was a big pirate lord. Scary
Was
one.
he was he dragonborn?
Draconian.
Close enough.
I don't know. I just know his name's something like. How do I pronounce this? Junyulin? Junyulin?
Hold on. Let me double check it. Where is he?
Because, like, I'm assuming
it's,
this person.
I think it's Junaid or Junaid.
Alright. His name's Junaid.
Yeah, that would be the guy.
Oh, okay. I hope you all know that I'm like.
piracy.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a prince who's gotten kidnapped twice. Maybe they were just bringing him back?
Oh god, he'd never survive.
Oh.
I don't know if they'd bring him back. A lot of people in Amity are kind of still really upset about, well, the two countries getting merged.
Okay, so maybe they wouldn't bring him back. I mean, come on. If there's a missing prince, there's got to be a bounty on that, right?
The only problem, I guess, is that I don't know anyone else on the island with ties to Amity, let alone the royal family.
Ties to, you know, like twice removed. People have friends.
I don't know.
Doesn't Amity have a succession process right now?
Not, well, so the current political situation in Amity is that the royal family is getting kind of old. However, Amity isn't really ruled by the royal family. The royal family is more or less kind of the poster. They make a lot of decisions, but ultimately Amity is ruled by kind of a small group of very wealthy and very politically powerful people. The only way to, I guess, continue the royal family is if they had another kid, which is not possible.
Why?
Marry in with the existing kid.
So, why is that not possible?
Well, they're like in their 60s.
Menopause does happen.
I mean, some people have menopause in their 50s.
I don't think
I know somebody who had a kid at 55.
by now, I'm sure it would have happened.
That was one way to say that.
Boy.
What?
Can we go look for a little boy?
Yeah, let's go look for the little boy. Alright.
He's been kidnapped twice. I mean, come on. At least expect it. Absolutely ridiculous.
Just like you. And that's like under Rye's breath.
Maybe so.
I've just realized that the more I've talked about this, the more I have turned myself into the only possible suspect.
You know, that's true.
I mean,
How about you just kind of park it here? I have handcuffs.
but wait, do you know if anybody else knows about this? We do have one other missing person.
Do you mean you have another missing person? How many people could you manage to lose in the span of, 24 hours?
Something like that. I think it was more like 6 hours. Maybe even 3? Trio went missing too.
He does that. He'll be fine.
What do you mean he does that? That puts more
Sometimes he just disappears into the mist for days on end.
Trio? But he was with me, just as we were trying to get back to talk to... He was with both of us.
Pip just shrugs.
Pip? Are
What?
you hiding something about Trio?
No.
Alright
Hey,
then.
does anybody want to insight check that?
Actually, yeah, can we insight check that? I have proficiency in insight.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be a person here, just reminding for skill checks. I could roll.
I got a 19.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's definitely dishonest.
Pip.
Yeah.
What's his name? What's
Trio.
sex fuck huh?
What?
Period.
Period?
Period. Alright. Perion. Put the handcuffs on Pip.
Whoa, wait, what?
Okay. Period just pulls a fucking set out of his coat pocket.
You just keep those with you?
Probably for
Have to be
nasty
ready.
things. Anyways. I don't think Pip did it, but I think Pip knows something that they're not saying, so
What do you think that I'm not saying?
about Trio.
Pip just... Trio's not a Dragonborn.
Not a Dragonborn?
No.
What? I held his hand. He seems pretty Dragonborn.
He's an actual dragon. An actual adult bronze dragon.
Yeah, I can't put that in handcuffs.
I
Yeah.
think that they meant to handcuff me.
Well,
I
I
did-
know, but I mean, following that.
Adult bronze dragon. How is he posing as a Dragonborn?
Adult dragons can cast pretty powerful magic,
That is-
including polymorph.
There's also more than one way to change your shape.
That's fair. That's why he went disappearing into the mist. Do you know how we can find him though? Because he might be able to help us since he's missing.
His presence generates the mist. The mist is... Trio makes it. He protects our island.
Alright.
He used to protect our city in Costa before we got invaded by Runar.
That makes sense. Alright. So he protects the
why would
island,
he
but somebody
put it
went
down?
missing.
Why would he be putting mist down just in the streets?
Yeah, and why did the mist show up when we were chasing somebody?
I think that's a question for Trio.
Alright, I guess the first thing is to find Trio. Pip, do you know where we can find Trio?
Well, if he's out in the ocean somewhere, you would find... probably a big cloud of mist wherever he is.
Hey, how close are you with Trio?
Pretty close.
Hey,
Don't.
as someone he's been kind of vibing on the island, is he familiar with Trio?
Yeah.
I would like to cast Sending.
Oh my god. Okay.
With the intended target being Trio. It is you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. It hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. It enables creatures with the intelligence score of at least 1 to understand the meaning. You can send the message across any distance, and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane, there is a 5% chance that the message does not arrive.
Okay.
And first off, what is like the most neutral ground part of this place. Like
Neutral ground as
neutral,
in...
like what is not his boat? Or like an open area. Like just an open area generally.
Probably like there's a big open flat area by like the docks.
Okay. Period. He's gonna sending trio. Hi, I found your friend. I'm going to kill them in about 5 hours if you don't meet me at the docks. Hugs and kisses. I love you. Bye. And that's it. Actually, you should say the name of the friend, but I don't remember it. Pip.
Pip?
Pip.
Pip, yeah. He just sends a message that's like, hey, I'm gonna kill Pip in 5 hours if you don't come meet me at the docks.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
Period?
This is just Perion. Do I need to roll deception?
Yeah?
Alright. That is a 22.
Damn. Well, okay. Yeah, you are pretty convincing.
And Trio has the ability to freely respond as long as it's 25 words or less.
There is not a response.
Alright. Perion will just look at the party. Okay, well, I told him I was going to kill Pip.
You what?
Listen, I have a reputation. I'm just putting it to work. I'm not actually going to do anything to them. Probably.
I might kill you. But that would be after we do everything.
As if he would kill me. I think he could.
I'm not saying he's gonna kill you, I'm saying I'm gonna kill you.
For what? Not killing Pip?
I just hate you.
You know, the feeling is mutual.
I know that.
Unfortunately, you have a better view than I do. Can we go now?
Already walking away.
Pip is just... But... excuse me?
Thanks for being bait, darling. Listen, if he likes you, he'll turn up. Unless he's, like, also dead. Or, like, I don't know. Doing
Perhaps
things.
We could use
I
the time in
imagine...
between to see if we could find Sedra ourselves.
Exactly. So we have about 5 hours to look around. And then we go and meet Trio. Unless he's decided to leave Pip for dead, in which case, it's probably him. I don't know.
I hate to admit you're right.
I have my good points. Can I get drunker now?
No.
You ruined me.
I hope so.
Ugh. And he's just gonna, like... would it be, like, investigation to try to, like, pat down Pip for, like, thieves' tools and or a... what are they called? A focus? You know what I'm talking about, right? The thing that you use to cast spells.
An arcane focus.
Arcane focus.
Just starts patting somebody down when they're not in handcuffs and they're just like... what the
No,
fuck
I
are
mean,
you-
he's gonna handcuff them to a piece of furniture first, and then he's gonna look for things like thieves' tools and or magic focus and just take them. If Pip has any.
Yeah, Pip has a handful, as well as some weapons. Pip is not a caster, so
Okay.
they don't have a focus, but they do have some knives.
You know, they can keep those.
I fucking suppose.
I as a player would take the knives, but Perion as a person sees no harm in letting Pip keep their weapons. He's also just gonna leave them a bottle of alcohol.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, he'll leave Pip with a plate of hors d'oeuvres and like a bottle of wine.
Why are we leaving Pip alone? What's so wrong about taking Pip with us?
Then who are we going to handcuff them to? Not it.
I guess me.
Okay, now go and hold hands. I guess he's just gonna cuff. He'll remove the cuff from the fucking furniture, then put it on Riserus so that Rye and Pip are stuck together.
terrible, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Pip will just sigh.
Do you want me to hold your hand like I held Treo's hand?
No, I don't. I don't
All right.
have his anxiety.
That's true.
So can we go now?
Yes. Please.
Finally, I've been asking for ages. Now somebody who knows things lead the way. I'm here to help.
Pip, you know where you last saw him.
I hate all of you.
I
have
understand.
done nothing.
Hatred can lead to some very interesting things.
Yes, Annalise, you've done nothing, and that's why Pip has the right to hate you. And I understand Pip hating me.
Thank you,
Pip
Abby. I think
will
Yeah.
sigh.
I think Fausti is the one who's done the least wrong. Anyways.
Mhm.
Jump up.
Yeah.
Annalise just looks at Rye like hurt. But won't say anything.
Annalise is the most white person here.
Wait. Retrieve dog.
So we move onward.
Yeah. Where is Pip taking us?
Into the mist, I guess. Kind of around the backside of the island. To where Sedra disappeared.
Perfect. A place where we cannot see shit. Do I have a cantrip? No. Would dancing lights help at all? Probably not. It'd just be bright and misty.
Yeah, I feel like light into mist is...
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not have anything for this. Y'all handle that.
I have Vicious Mockery.
Bully the mist?
Yeah. Annalise will, if it's applicable. One of Prestidigitation's effects is to create a gust of wind, and Annalise will try to do that to clear up the area in front of them a little bit and just like be casting it.
That works. It
Great.
does kind of clear away some of the mist. Can you roll perception?
Who?
Not me. Don't make me do it.
Yep, you blew the mist away.
So I'm the only one with eyes?
You're responsible.
That is giving me far too much credit.
None of us have eyes except for Anli. What is that? The three Greek bitches who pass around the single eye.
Yep,
Ugh.
from
Thanks.
Hercules.
That's
Okay.
us.
So that's a 6.
That's not good. It just looks like the ground is rocky and uneven, but there doesn't seem to be anything of note to Annalise.
Yeah, Annalise isn't looking. She's just trying to clear up the space in front where Pip is leading them to.
Can I investigate for clues?
Sure.
Excellent. I take off my robe and wizard hat and put on my coat and detective hat. Petticoat? Is that what they wear?
Mm-hmm. Well, if
Investigation
Perion's
is a
wearing it,
skill,
it is a
right?
petticoat.
Yeah, it is. It starts with I. Perion puts on clothes. That is a 17.
That's pretty good. There's, among the rockiness, there's one kind of larger, kind of a boulder, more or less. And this singular boulder has like ivy curling around it and growing up out of cracks in it.
See,
That seems to be the only thing of note.
I will inspect the boulder. I guess
Sure.
Perion will grab Faustia just by the arm and be like, "Come look at a rock with me."
Faustia goes to look at the rock.
Is this a mating ritual?
No, he doesn't do commitment.
But is it a mating dance?
Not really. He's just kind of like he needs somebody to look at the rock.
You're looking.
Yeah. So,
It's kind of like a flat slab-shaped rock, maybe about 5 foot long, a little under 2 feet wide.
me.
And it's pretty much like a platform. There might be something under it, maybe, like at the most.
Should we get more people to lift it?
Real quick, I am going to cast Detect Magic.
That's a smart person thing.
There are traces of. I guess it wasn't a spell. It's more like a magic item. More like a cursed item.
Okay.
A
Do you know
gun.
what school it would be?
Oh god.
Oh god.
If only Sedra were here.
I know. Remember when I was the only person with wisdom? What if I cast invisibility on the boulder so we could see what's under it?
God bless. Right.
The school of magic of whatever the magic was is transmutation.
Well,
We turned Sedra into a rock. Can I roll for Sedra?
I mean, a cursed object of transmutation, someone got turned into something, I imagine.
Yeah, probably. Can't believe Sedra's a rock now.
Zeke, you okay?
Sedra.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for somebody to do something about this rock.
Okay, can we just get the whole group to lift this? Because I'll be real,
No
it's not
single
happening with
person
this
is
strength
doing
score.
Yeah, I got an 8.
It's
That's
not
higher
great.
than mine.
And I'm guessing that the other two are not particularly.
Annalise rolls up her sleeves, revealing her 7 strength.
Pip just sighs and is like, if you take me out of the handcuffs, I can flip it.
I mean,
I
do you
don't-
need to be out of the handcuffs for that?
To
I
get a
mean-
good grip on it?
Yeah, kinda do. I got a 10 strength.
Get this. If Rye helped Pip, technically, because they're both going to be lifting it from the same side, they don't need the handcuffs taken off. Boom. Puzzle solved.
As long as I don't roll a 1.
Well, if you're helping them, they would roll with advantage, so you wouldn't have to roll at all.
Oh, that's fair.
You know
Yeah,
what else makes it so you don't have to roll at all? My brand new Portents, baby. I got a 15 if anyone wants it.
Oh my god.
I think we should save that, because if we can give a strength character bonus, we can try this all day.
Yeah.
We can force Pip.
Come
We
on.
just make Pip our fucking slave.
Do our heavy lifting. You're a suspect, is how it works.
Honestly, I have the idea of just like undoing the handcuffs on Pip and giving Pip bardic inspiration.
Pip just sits there and puts both hands out to the side like, what are you gonna do with me?
Okay, if nobody's gonna fucking give Pip advantage, Perion will help lift this.
I mean, if you aren't gonna take the handcuffs off of the two of us, I'll give Pip advantage.
Yeah. He's not taking them off. He doesn't care.
Rye has been like, yo, let's just take the handcuffs off Pip for like a few minutes this entire time.
But you could just help them, and then I wouldn't
I
have
mean,
to do
I would regardless.
Which means there's no point in me taking off the handcuffs.
Fuck you.
I mean, if you want. Now chop chop, do the thing.
I'm sorry, Pip.
I'm not.
Alright, so I guess Pip and I are doing this with advantage, if that's okay with you,
Just
Zeke.
Pip rolls with advantage if Rye is helping.
Yeah.
Unless you also want to add Bardic Inspiration, which might be smart. Do I have anything to help?
Yeah, I'm just like, alright, Pip, I'm sorry. I know I told everyone, I told him to handcuff you, and
I could cast Calm Emotions on the rock.
I
I don't
just
know if
hope
that
we
would
can
do
get
much.
through this together. Is that bardic inspiration, Pip?
Okay. So Pip has advantage and bardic inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Bardic
I love the
inspiration
help
is like
action.
plus a d6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh dear. Sorry, I just accidentally exited out of my character sheet.
That is a 12 plus a 4 with Pip's plus 6, which is a...
22.
Yeah, Pip, with the handcuffs on, just like grabs it and flips it over.
Nice.
And
I love Pip.
you see that this rock is not a rock. This rock is
Sedra.
shaped like Sedra. With a sculpted stone
Oh my God.
face frozen in an expression of extreme pain, with plants growing out of, kind of bursting out of his chest, all of which are poisonous varieties of plant. And right in the center is a dagger sticking out.
I think I found him.
Pip just backs up and goes, "Oh,
Do you know what's going on?
Is he alive?
Not really.
He's kind of a rock.
Well, it's not dead yet.
But there's
there's a knife in his chest."
Have you
Yeah,
taken
that
it out
puts a
yet?
damper on things, but you can fix that.
if I can fix that, if I put my knife through my chest, through somebody's chest,
So
that's
Could
fixable.
work.
Annalise is gonna move through everybody and just try to pull the dagger out.
It comes out without much struggle.
Okay, I was worried it
Pip
might be
looks
cursed.
at it, and Pip just,
You recognize this?
yeah. That's Trio's.
God damn it.
Please don't nick yourself with it, you will end up just like him.
So what you're saying is that you're pretty sure that Trio stabbed Sedra.
I mean, it's Trio's knife, but Trio was with me the entire time, and I didn't see Sedra.
Why does Trio usually keep the knife?
Self-protection?
Where, not why.
Oh, where?
Yes.
He keeps it in his boot.
Does he ever take it out?
No.
We were in a
Which means
crowd
he would
before we
have
ran
to
out.
give it to someone.
Would
Well, if it
he
was
leave
in
it
his boot, you
behind?
probably wouldn't have seen it anyways.
I mean, if somebody knows it's there,
Well, Annalise was able to take it out very easily. Why would Trio leave it behind?
Either someone is trying to frame Trio, which he has an alibi. I mean, Rai was right there, apparently. Or Trio is an assistant in the little caper providing mist for which the subject or suspect. Fuck me, I can't speak English. Hi.
I will not be
Suspect.
fucking you, thank you.
That was Valentine, not period. I'll eat your dick.
That's our opening
Um,
for this one.
So either someone is trying to frame Trio, given that he has a solid alibi with Rai, apparently, or he was assisting.
I'm not entirely convinced. I mean, such an easily identifiable blade that is so easy to remove. And he didn't take it with him when he was done with the Nefastia gestures to Sedra. Stabbing.
it does
Does
look
mean I'm
more
not
like
a
framing.
suspect anymore. Can you unhandcuff me, please?
Yes,
Well-
please.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Cool, thank you. I'm so sorry, Pip.
So, and I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts here real quick.
You find one right next to you. It's Perion.
That is
Just like
true.
one.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts on Pip. And you are absolutely certain that there is not another one of these blades that anyone.
Pip nods.
Okay,
What does Detect Thoughts do?
I can read their surface level thoughts without a save. So, like
And then you
the
can
reason
pry.
that,
With a save.
huh?
And you
Yeah.
can either read surface thoughts for free or you can pry it with a save, but I'm assuming you're just doing the surface.
Yeah, I'm just doing the surface thoughts.
Mm.
Basically, my intention for the spell is, if Pip is lying, would first have to think of the truth and then
Mhm.
think of the lie. So yeah,
I have Zone of Truth, yo.
Zone of Truth requires a save, though.
Yeah, it does.
That's if you want to cast it, then cast it. That's up to you.
mhm.
I mean, if Fossey's already doing her.
Yeah, we can juggle spells.
Yeah.
I'll keep it tucked away for later.
And I have a spell that might go well with Zone of Truth if it goes badly.
Hella.
Plus
Pip
my
motions at the blade and just, well, so first of all, the smithing was custom done in our original seaside town in Costa, so that's how I know that there's only one with that engraving. And second, the enchantment on it comes from a coating that was put on it by one of Trio's draconic friends, a copper dragon. That's 2 unique components for one weapon that only Trio would have been able to get a hold of. There's not any weapon like it.
Well,
Is there anyone that he would listen to if they asked to borrow it? You know, people he trusts.
No, not really.
is that corroborated by the detect thoughts?
I
No, Pip at first thinks about the other 2 of their quartet, Tagalong and Hare.
Faustia does not react.
And what about Baina?
What about Bane?
Would he trust her?
Definitely not.
Well, Ra, you did see Baina running quite quickly from the arena.
Yeah, we were chasing after her. The 2 groups accidentally got split up. I was with Trio, Pip was with Sedra.
I blitzed my chakras. Okay, can I pitch this idea to you? Because first of all, this is absolutely not what happened. But,
Gimme.
so get this. What if Homeboy had a severe injury and to put him in the no bleeding to death zone, Trio stuck him with the stone knife?
Yeah, put him in cryo
Yeah.
sleep until you can heal him.
Yeah. Can I like investigate for like surface wounds?
Like
that
other
aren't
wounds
the
not
knife?
related to the stab? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Investigation. That's under a 10.
Oh, yeah, no.
Just a pained expression.
So do I know that this item is cursed specifically, or is it like the enchantment?
So the enchantment it comes from kind of a coating that was applied to the outside of the blade.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Sedra's turned to stone, is he the cursed item because he's been cursed to be a rock?
Like, essentially, I'm like wondering, like, is Trio cursed in some way because of this thing?
Oh, no. The
Okay.
enchantment is completely confined to the coating on the blade.
Okay.
Okay. Okay,
So,
one of you look at the thing. Thank you. And he'll step back.
look at what?
You know, the rock.
What should I be looking for?
I don't know. Information. Like, were there other wounds?
I would like
Maybe.
to attempt to get some information about other wounds.
I will tell you, since one of you already rolled for that there aren't any other external wounds.
Alright. I did have a tasty little 7 in investigation. Plus 7 in investigation, so
Okay, never
get
mind.
my fingies up
Trio.
up in that. So, let's go over everything we have again so far.
You should also probably move that. Him.
I mean, he's covered in poisonous plants. Don't think that's the best idea for us right now.
Well, what if someone comes and gets the rock?
Why don't Annalise and Faustia? You want to grab Tobias real fast?
How close are we to grabbing them? Like, how close are we to the main crew?
Like, how long would it take for us
Correct.
to get it?
Probably like 10 minutes to get up there and back.
Yeah, Annalise is okay with that.
Faust, you would like to stay here while the tech thoughts is happening.
Okay.
Does Annalise want anybody to go with her?
She won't say no.
I mean, while Annalise is going, I was just gonna ask if, like, it was possible to remove the plants with Perion's leg, because it's sharp. And it would also be...
they're just plants.
Yeah, he's just gonna try to, like, spend the 10 minutes that it takes for Annalise to run there and back, like, removing the poisonous plants, so that when they get there, they can move him.
Yeah, I would like to go over... Like, if
Yeah.
we're just skipping ahead 10 minutes, my detect thoughts is gone then. By then.
Okay.
But yeah, I would like to think it would be prudent to go over everything we know. Once again, lay it all on the table so far.
Yeah. Do you want to do this IC or OOC?
I see.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if that was just a, like, needing a refresher thing or a, like, I yearn.
It's a little bit of both.
That's true.
So, we fight in the arena. Bana runs. When does the fog show up? Was it before or after she ran?
Zeke.
Y'all were doing this, I see, so DM isn't
I can't remember if it showed up before or after or during.
right at the same time.
At the same time.
Okay. Fighting in the arena. Fog descends. Bana runs. Pip and Sedra
Wolf.
pursue. The wolf is up. Now, we don't know if the wolf is related to them, but it seems plausible. Cedric goes missing, and here he is with this extremely unique knife. And this knife, to my line of thinking, seems to have been planted here on purpose. Frame trio. At least that's the conclusion that I've drawn.
Same.
I don't see why Trio would just leave an extremely identifiable piece.
I mean, how smart is Trio?
Probably smarter than you.
I disagree with that, actually.
I mean, if you're going to commit a murder,
You at least have to plan about it and not leave the weapon. But
even if
Okay.
you're committing
Exactly.
a murder in warm blood, a spur of the moment decision, you would take the knife with you.
I don't believe that Trio was the one who stabbed Sedra, given that Trio was in a different place
Yes.
at the time. However, someone may have borrowed the knife from Trio, used it, and then left it there, and maybe that's what caused him to run. Because he thinks that he's going to be blamed for it. Said the boy had anxiety.
Yes, Trio is still currently missing. So it was either... So, the conclusion that I'm drawing is either Bana or one of her lackeys somehow pickpocketing that knife off of Trio. Do you think this is possible, Pip?
Well, I don't understand. First of all, Bana wouldn't know that he had it. Second of all, Bana doesn't have any ties to Amity, so I don't know why it would be Bana. If Bana wanted to kill anyone on this island, it would probably be Tobias or one of his close supporters, like me.
Well, yes, but what about...
Who does know about the knife then?
I really only know about myself.
And not the other two of you?
What if somebody used the knife? It looks pretty distinct. With special markings and everything. What if they used it and didn't know what it did?
Well, they would still be a murderer.
Right, like you're gonna kill someone either way. You stab someone in the chest and they die.
Yeah, and why would you stab someone in the chest with a knife that you didn't know what it did, but you clearly went and got it from someone's boot?
To frame them.
But you could frame other people so much easier.
That's my question, though. Yes.
I mean, if anybody
I
else knows if anybody else knows that he's in charge of protecting the island, then framing him would be a good stepping point if they are trying to do a coup.
The only person that knows is Captain Tobias.
Have we gotten Tobias here by this point?
I'll say give it like a couple more minutes.
Okay, so Annalise is in on this conversation.
Annalise
Can
is
we-
not in on this conversation.
Can we give it a couple minutes
Sure.
to bring us our cat girl?
Cat girl arrives with Captain Tobias.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you
Are-
want to do something off?
Talk to Captain. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, you get to Captain's quarters. Do you want to? What do you say?
Captain.
Captain looks up and goes, "Yeah."
What? Out of curiosity, what languages do you speak?
Eh? Common, Draconic, Undercommon. I have a cold today.
And Annalise will close the door if it's not already closed, pull out the dagger that belongs to Trio and say in Undercommon, I found this in a Sedra that was turned to stone.
And Tobias's beak just drops, just
And
like
I-
opens.
And I don't think that he did it. So, we have
I'd be shocked if he did.
Right. Given what I know, I feel the same. So we should... Well, firstly, do you know how to fix its effects?
I think he's just dead.
I don't like that answer.
Sorry.
And Annalise just kind of sits there for a minute with her mouth open, like, well, anyway, we can't find Trio. But we found this, and that's concerning, because either he's in trouble, or he's not as good as you think he is.
Sorry about my cold. Have you tried to find him with magic yet?
Yes, there was no response.
I mean, like, locate him.
I don't know how to do that magic.
Sedra was the one who had that spell.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh.
Look,
Please tell me that you didn't hinge an entire mystery around, like...
No, I did not.
Okay, good.
It just would have made it much easier.
Okay, creature is a fucking 4th level divination spell.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to get to like what, level 7
He
to
has
get
locate
there?
object, and so he could locate an object on... That's what I did
Locate
with Beta.
Trio's nose.
Works, it works.
No, listen,
Yeah.
everybody gets matching like nipple piercings so that we can locate.
I
nipple
don't like
piercings.
that at all.
Well,
That is fucking hilarious. Why don't we just do bracelets instead?
city cats make do.
Hey! Halt!
Stop! Yeah, criminal scum. Right. Yeah. Annalise says, I'm a warlock. I don't know how to do that. I am quite literally, to the best of my knowledge, the only class that can cast the spell.
Right.
Trio's in trouble, and Sedra is probably dead, if you're right. We have big problems.
I would recommend looking to find someone by the name of Dibble.
And how are we supposed to find them?
He lives in kind of a shed? A shed. On the back of the island.
Wonderful. How far... Annalise will attempt to determine whether it is in the same direction as the crew or the opposite direction. The crew meaning her party.
I'll tell you it's kind of in the same direction. It's back where you were.
Okay. Out of character. Y'all mind if I try to grab him, or do you want to meet back up and go?
I'm
I mean,
feeling more meat back up.
Sorry, go ahead, Sam.
What? I didn't
Say
hear
that again, Sand, what?
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking meat back up.
Okay. And what did you say, Val?
Oh, I just said, yeah, you can go ahead and grab him.
Word.
Take the Tobias with you too.
And Annalise will kind of look at Tobias for a second, and do you have half an hour, roughly?
I sure do.
Let's go.
He gives a thumbs up.
Bird up.
Bird up.
Can we
What?
legally? Can we say that legally?
Yeah, the words "bird" and "up" are copyrighted.
Bird up.
Burn up for you, baby.
I mean,
Podcast canceled.
I like the Jonas Brothers.
If it's Jonas
You are canceled.
Yeah.
I mean, "Sucker for You" is not the hardest, not a bad song.
Burning Up, kind of a banger.
Nothing's like more hot than seeing like, what's her name, Sophia what from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, she is so pretty.
She's so pretty, and then like in the Sucker music video, she's just like, there's that 2-second scene where she's just has like total dom mood, where like it's so obvious she's a dominatrix and it's hot.
So Annalise shows up with a bird,
Cool.
and just kind of, without much ado, as soon as she sees everybody, says, "We're going to go pick up another person."
First of all, hi Toby. Second of all, what? Wasn't one of them like marzipan? Oh wait, there's a lore channel. I forgot.
okay, cool.
Tagalog
Nice.
and hair. I knew one of them was a candy. Okay. And now we go get Dibble.
You sure do.
A roll for Dibble. It's a 1. Goodbye, Dibble.
Just save that low roll or whatever you got for Dibble.
I got a 15 and a 10, so it's not that low.
Dible's got like a shed on the back of the island. And as you guys head to the back of the island, you head around. The mist gets a little bit less thick here, and you see on the cliffside Dible's little cabin shed.
Good. I'm glad he lives in squalor.
He does.
Good.
He
as
deserves it. Not usually one to wish hardships on other people, but for one man, I will make an exception.
Yeah, Perion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, period. I've already given him enough hardships. He's fine.
Needs more.
He's had enough trauma for multiple lifetimes.
Nope, not enough.
You're right, which is why I constantly give him more. Anyways,
Yeah. We get there? Question mark.
Yeah, you get there. The door's closed, it's kind of windy, and you can hear the wind kind of crashing. Or waves crashing.
Yeah, Annalise just fucking knocks on the door.
You hear someone inside go, come in.
Wonderful. And Annalise will open the door and just let everybody in.
oh hell yeah.
Everybody's crashing this homie's house.
Inside, there's
Not
like
call him.
this greasy man.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like long, greasy black hair that looks like it hasn't been washed in like at least a month. He's got kind of a like 5 o'clock shadow, kind of, but like if he let it get just a little bit longer. I don't know if there's another word for that.
Stubble.
Yeah, he's got stubble. Thank you. I got one brain cell.
That's more than me.
And he's in like this weird raggedy, it looks like he's got a canvas tarp just wrapped around his shoulders. He is not dressed well. He does not look well kept. He's just kind of mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah, at best.
Yeah. And he looks at Tobias and is like, I don't like you bring one person here, and I like it less when you bring... And then he counts 5. And Tobias shrugs.
Good morning. I'm Annalise. And can you stop people being stoned?
No.
Can you help us find someone who's missing?
Maybe.
If you can do that for us, we'll get out of your hair as soon as possible. You can get back to whatever you were doing.
Sleeping.
Sure, I don't care what it is. I have a friend who might be dead, and I
You're
don't want
looking
to.
for Baina. Your friend Sedra got assassinated. And Trio's missing.
Annalise just kind of nods, like, keep going.
You're looking for a way to bring back Sedra. How to bring Baina out of their hiding, I guess. How to expose them as the murderer. And you want to find Trio again.
Correct. I can see, Tobias, why you thought that we should go and see this wonderful person. They are capable, it seems.
Oh, thunder outside. Dibble goes, it's kind of my job to keep tabs on everything on this island.
Well, firstly, I'm glad that you know that Baina did it. It's good news to hear.
Oh, that I don't. That's just what you all think, right?
I never said anything.
Baina's the obvious suspect, considering that she has one of Trio's scales.
What?
How do you think she made the mist roll in as soon as she disappeared?
I didn't know that she'd done it. None of us did.
She might have not, but she definitely got a little bit suspicious of the fact that you all started chasing after her at the arena. So she used the scale that she stole off of Trio to roll the mist in and hide herself. And whoever did it, whether that's Baina or not, decided that the mist was a perfect cover. You know who Dibble sounds like? You know whose voice I'm trying to imitate right now? Ron Swanson. I hate that.
It's rough, Betty.
Not to worry. I have a permit.
That's Dibble. That's it.
Bible, I sleep where I want.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
If you know so much about the people on this island, who would have a connection to Amity?
That I don't. If anyone does have a connection to Amity, nobody talks about it except for Pip. There's also a distinct possibility that whoever did it doesn't actually have a connection to Amity. They might be hired by someone who's part of the rebellion, the insurgents, acting for money.
Okay, then who's poor?
Everyone.
That explains so much about this place.
We're all refugees. What did you expect?
Good question. So can we go find Baina now, or?
Baina's likely rallying her folks, having a secret meeting. She has a series of chambers dug into the bottom level of the island that her and her supporters tend to use, though they're not exclusive. Except if you infiltrated them now, you probably wouldn't find anything. No one would admit to anything. They'd sooner die. The best way to lure Baina out is to hold some sort of patriotic event.
I have a party boat.
That
I
would
don't
work.
Alright.
Beryl, you were like cutting out at the start of that. Could you repeat that?
I was gonna say I don't think that's what Bano would be into, meaning the sex and the drinking.
He can repurpose it for a day. Look, I'm just saying we have a venue, and a venue that has drinks. Everybody likes drinks.
I was also thinking that you could just announce to the island that these people are the keys.
One of them is supposedly dead.
Yeah, and 3 is enough to give these people hope.
I can just disguise myself as somebody else if you wanted to fake it.
That would work.
Actually, that's a really good idea. Bring the murderer back out.
There's also a distinct possibility that you could just bring him back.
What?
I mean, yeah, the keys are tied to the World Tree and its energy. During the month of Summoner, the World Tree's energy pulls itself out of the continent and manifests in the cradle. But for the rest of the months of the year, and for the years between when the World Tree shows up, all the energy is dispersed in channels that run across the continent. We call them routes. If your ship were to intersect with a route, well, there's a distinct possibility that The key's ties to the gods would bring them back. The same would happen if you brought any of the key's remains to a root, if they were to die otherwise. After the keys, or I suppose back then they were the 4 champions, killed the gods, however many hundreds of years ago. I don't keep up much with history. After the keys killed the gods, a piece of each god ended up rooting itself inside of the keys' souls, more or less. Which means that the keys will keep reincarnating for however many years it takes for them to bring those pieces back to the world tree at the cradle.
Oh, that's why we keep dying and coming back. I got it. So we are indestructible. Annalise, you're right. You already died once, you can die again. my God.
Exactly.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not saying it'll be fun, but it seems that we have options.
Too many.
Thank you, Dibble.
You're welcome.
Now the question, do we bring Sedra back first, or do we pretend we brought Sedra back? I don't know about you all, but I'm down to have a gathering where we display Sedra in all their glory, just to show these ne'er-do-wells that they haven't succeeded. See what that causes.
Okay, but somebody's going to have to tell me what colors to make myself.
Purple.
And that's the question, do we get Sedra back first, or do we get this plan going as soon as possible?
It's probably best to deal with the rebellion before it's too late. Besides, you wouldn't want to risk little Sedra getting killed again, now would you?
Well,
If
The
it's
good
you
news is
posing
we
as
can-
Sedra, none of us would care, I think.
Exactly. I'm just looking for a little fun.
I hope this is fun enough for you.
Oh, it is, actually, quite. If I'd known how enjoyable this would be, I would have done it for free.
So are we all in agreement, or are there any other questions? Wonderful.
You're not gonna ask where the nearest route is?
Apparently we're not...
You know where the nearest route is?
Sure do.
Alright then. Tell
You
us.
know all of these things, but you don't know people's political ties.
Yep.
Go outside.
Nah. There's people like you out there.
Yes, and now I know where you live.
So you were telling us where the nearest route is?
It's off the coast of Amity. And if I'm not wrong, you guys have to go there anyway.
Yes. We have to go most places. Amity's one of them.
Great, 2 birds, 1 stone, and I don't even have to go with you. Wonderful.
Oh, yes, you do.
I'm sorry, what do you mean I have to go to Amity?
You have to pose as Sedra until they get there.
Well, of course I will. We're going to take care of the Bane problem first, aren't we?
That is
Right.
what you think.
On your ship off the coast of Amity. And, in case you didn't know, Udansa's host to some of the best Ganassi brothels there are on the
I don't
entire
need to-
continent.
I don't need to pay for sex. Have you seen me?
Oh, I wasn't implying you'd pay. I have some
I'm-
credit there that you could use
Why do
as
you
a
have credit
thanks
at-
for going along.
Why do you have credit at a brothel?
I have connections.
I
Connected
find that
a few
so
intimate
hard.
ways to a few Ganassi.
Oh.
He winks.
You disgust me on a visceral level.
I think I'm better than you.
Perion slowly raises a brow. You know what? Maybe to show my appreciation for all that you've done for our wonderful friends, the Keys, I'll even come visit you from time to time, just to make sure you don't get lonely.
Oh yeah, you'll come, alright.
Ew.
This is not a podcast for children.
Perion just ew.
Are we
my
all
God.
in agreement then?
Fine.
That was the worst thing I've said in this entire podcast.
Yeah, it was.
Indeed.
I can't
Oh,
believe
God.
that, like, you somehow managed to gross out Perion.
Mm-hmm.
his tolerance is so high, and he was just like, no.
Too greasy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He was just like, nuh-uh. Not today.
No more. We're done.
No more. Yeah, we're done. X on that one. I'm gonna fucking strangle this man.
Uh-huh.
I hate him so much. Just give me the directions that I need to take if it's that specific. If not, I'd rather like to leave.
Be my guest.
Oh, are you inviting me back? How wonderful, how nice, how sweet.
No, my guest to leave.
You really are starved of human connection, aren't you, you fucking idiot? He's just gonna walk out the door.
Come back soon, honey buns. And that's
Eat my ass, baby.
show it off, and I might.
I'm practically wearing nothing. Are you fucking blind?
He just shrugs.
I've met someone so politically incompetent in my entire life. Can we get on the boat so I can stop having to deal with your shit?
I would love it.
I have to take down all of the weird stuff in my boat now. I worked hard for that.
I'll help you put it back up.
I don't think you want to.
We're overthrowing Runar. I think this is not the worst thing I'll end up having to do.
Fair enough. So how are we gonna go about, like, what is the marketing tactic in this era? Are there, like, do we have to make little printout signs? Like, come to a party, XD.
This is when
can.
Annalise gets to do her cool little plan that she was going to do on the boat. She now gets to do it in front of a bigger audience.
Mm-hmm.
What was she gonna do?
Well,
We'll find out.
I have thaumaturgy, which can be really loud, and you have precipitation, so that's probably what you're thinking. And
Presidentation.
yeah.
I have President Jensen.
Thaumaturgy.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get words out fast so that you guys can't hear
Okay.
the neighbors fighting upstairs.
We can't hear
I
it at all.
might take a broom to the ceiling, all honesty.
We can't hear it. You're fine.
Prestidigitation doesn't let me affect noise at all, but I'm assuming Perion knows a lot of party people that he could just spread gossip through.
Thaumaturgy lets you affect noise.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I know. Beryl has thaumaturgy, but I don't have anything that could help in that regard.
Combined forces.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Form
like, Perion.
Voltron.
There you go.
Ew. Queer bait. Form Voltron. Treat your female characters like garbage.
Shit. I did kill one of our gays, huh?
I can't believe you buried the gay. Sedra.
Shit, I've killed 2 gays now.
Oh shit.
This will not.
It's fine, they'll both be back.
Me. All gays are dead.
Yeah.
The Thunder's freaking AOing out now.
Oh, weenie.
All my gays are dead.
Okay.
Not for very long.
Hey gamers, are you ready to split the party?
Only all the time.
Excellent. Zeke buries the gays.
Zeke, it's more like Zeke kicks some sand over the gays that will soon be.
When they're alive, we'll talk about it. Until then,
until then they're buried. So Perion, I'm assuming, can just like spread gossip because he's that kind of fucker.
Roll performance, I guess.
20, not nat.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, and that means
That'll do it.
Yeah. So Rai and whoever else has thaumaturgy can also go around the streets. And then, because whatever happens for the rest of the day, Perion is going to be going and setting up his boat. So, like, I'm going to be retracting him. Because I'm assuming that's going to take a lot of fucking time. And he'll only show up again at the 5-hour mark with Pip and the rest of the party. I'm assuming we're convening to see if Trio shows up.
Annalise's background comes with a cool ability called Court Functionary. It says, lets you gain access to the records and inner workings of any noble court or government you encounter. You know who the movers and shakers are, whom to go for the favors you seek, and what the current intrigues of interest in the group are. Can I levy this to additionally attempt to bring people to this shindig?
Yeah, you can find a couple of the captains, and if the captains won't speak to you, they're first mates.
Yeah.
This island that you guys are on is more or less like a giant crew of pirates with smaller sub crews. So
Yeah.
sub crews, they're all bottoms.
What I'm learning here is that this party is very good at throwing a party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.